My name is Tara Crowley, and I am a master Reiki and energy healer and a mindfulness teacher here at DECAL. And I'd like to thank Brenda and Sherry for the opportunity. I'm very grateful for this to be able to teach here. And for Robin too, because she's the one who sets this all up for me and keeps things going. I am passionate about mindfulness with Reiki. I've seen the transformation that this class can make with everybody who comes to this class. Mindfulness is really the ability to focus on the present moment without judgment. So what does that mean? That means that I am here sitting in a chair. I'm not thinking about I'm cold, I'm hot, or anything else. I'm just here in the present moment. Reiki is a universal life force energy. So we are all made of energy. Everything in the universe is made of energy, has a vibration and a frequency. And as a Reiki master, I'm attuned to the energy of Reiki, and that flows through me as a channel and goes out to wherever I direct it. I have Reiki in this room from our class earlier. So when you're breathing in healing energy. And we set intentions as we breathe out to let go of what no longer serves us. So the Reiki is a beautiful energy. It's very calming, it's very relaxing, it can do no harm, and it is non-denominational. It's not religious at all. There's nothing we pray to or anything. It's an energy. And it's just wonderful, and it's healing. So when you combine the mindfulness with Reiki, really it's transformative. And in this class, we learn all about mindful resources, anything from breath to affirmations, intentions, and gratitude, which is the foundation of all mindfulness practices. Because everything that we are grateful for, and the more we are grateful for, the more things we draw to us energetically to be grateful for. So it's kind of, you are what your mind thinks. And this Mindfulness with Reiki course helps us reframe our thinking so we don't go down the rabbit hole of anxiety or stress, sadness or grief. It helps us reframe our mind, and we get these resources while the Reiki energy is working in the background to help us release what no longer serves us and remove blockages to healing. So really Reiki activates our own inner self-healing. And we also have our own energy that we can use. So never underestimate the power of your own energy. And when you combine these two, it really is transformative. I've had people in the class say that their families look at them different and say, well, what's different about you? And it's the energy. You know, if you go into a room and you feel the energy of the room, it can be positive, it can be negative. And you respond to that. And we're human, we're gonna have negative emotions. And this just kind of gives you a way to reframe that. You know, a lot of times with grief, you know, if we lose some friend or something, we want to experience, we have to go through the process, but we also want to be grateful for just having had them in our lives for whatever amount of time it was. So when you, again, the reframing and changing your thoughts from negative to positive is really life-changing. And we do everything, as I said, the resources are mindfulness, we do chants, we listen to Hertz music, which is very healing. And everything in this class you can take out into life and adjust it. You can be in your car, you're at the rotary and somebody cuts you off and you're like, hey, you know, and there's a mindful stop, and that's a resource. And you just stop the talk, stop the monkey chatter in your brain, just take 3 deep breaths, and they do a grounding. It's called 3-2-1, where 3 things you can see, 2 things you hear, 1 thing you can touch, and then you just go on. And that alone, just that few seconds that you take for your time, can change the course of the day. There's no requirements for the class, just an open heart and a willingness to learn, you know, to learn resources and help you transform your life. You know, with the energy and stuff, if we hold energies in our body, and we can, you know, you may think you have a backache, but that's kind of sometimes where we can store sadness or grief. And that's where the Reiki has an intelligence. It's an intelligent consciousness energy, and it can go in and help release that. But as far as requirements, there are none. It's really just a willingness to want to change your life. It's every Thursday here at 10 o'clock. We're adding a class in the fall, in September, that will start at 8:45, same day on Thursdays. And I also teach at the YMCA in Cape Cod, and I will be teaching at the Academy of Lifelong Learning at Cape Cod Community College in the fall. Mindfulness with Reiki is really wonderful for everyone. All ages, male, female, it doesn't matter. Anybody, even in their teens and their 20s, are going to benefit from this class. And especially, you know, seniors. I mean, we are all at a place in life where we're going through aging and different things. And this just really helps us bring a focus. When we get to a certain age, we really start doing kind of a life review where we look back and we may have regrets or should'ves or could'ves. And in this class, you really learn to stay in the moment. And again, with the Reiki energy can come in and it just helps lift that, those negative emotions, those regrets. And it's just a beautiful energy that comes in here. And when people walk into the room, they immediately feel the energy. And I also want to say that this is beneficial to anybody. If you have disabilities, it's just so beneficial to everybody. It's very calming, relieves anxiety, and it's just beautiful. And everybody responds to that energy very well. And I've had a lot of comments about people that, you know, just it is relaxing. Somebody came from one of my classes at YMCA that I teach at night, and they went home and they said they slept through the night. And so, I mean, and it's just wonderful to hear, but again, it's the energy and it's their taking control of their life journey, you know, really, and putting the time in that we all need to do it's about self-care, it's about self-love, it's self-compassion, and just giving us themselves the grace to make mistakes but move on and let go. And some of the Reiki principles that I love, you know, get up just for today. I will not worry, I will not anger, I will be grateful, I will be honest and truthful in my work, and I will be kind to all living things, including and especially myself. And if you think about it, what a wonderful way to get up every day and start your day off with those intentions. And again, self-forgiveness, you know, we may not have a great day, you know, we are human, we're all gonna have negative emotions, but again, tomorrow's another day, you know, and it's just taking that mindful stop to change the course of your day and of your life. I mean, we talk about in the class about it's creating our own inner blue zone. So you have countries that have blue zones, right? And they're the happy countries, right? Finland is one of them. And this is about creating that happiness within. You know, it's going within and just sitting with yourself and taking the time to really understand what you're feeling and where it's coming from. And then you have resources to help heal that. And then the Reiki energy just backs it up, and it's very powerful.